Hey there everyone. For today's class, we're going to be focusing on some core and booty. So we will need our regular standard setting for what you do your supine arms with. I like to do a red and a blue. Foot bar is at the standard height. Headrest will be up, and you can choose short loops if they feel too heavy. If you've chosen that tension that I've cued for you, change it out for the long loops instead. Oh, sorry, you will also need a squishy ball. Let's bring ourselves down, cold, onto your back with the short loops into your hands. With your hands right above your shoulders or like armpits, think about sinking your shoulders down away from the blocks, connecting with the back of your body so that when you are connected to the back, you can connect to the front, maintaining one long, strong spine position. As you keep the legs in tabletop, lower and lift those arms down on your exhale, up on your inhale. For 8 total, we got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, last 2, hands stay down on the next and last one. With your arms stretching up towards the ceiling, go ahead and drop one foot down, don't move anything else. Maybe you touch the foot bar, maybe you don't, but the spine position doesn't move, your arms keep reaching. Exhale to the top, inhale lower. Try that one more time on the right, one more time on the left. Good, then bend your knees, lift the arms, take a moment to rest and reset. And then press your arms up again, soften your shoulders down, connect to the back body, and then connect to the front body to help those legs lift to tabletop. Like your hands are sliding down a wall, bend your elbows and tap the carriage and stretch back up. Notice how the carriage doesn't move here. We got 4 more, 3, 2, hold the arms long, last one. Don't move the carriage as you open, close. Now, even though it looks like the arms are doing the work here or the movement, that doesn't mean that they're doing all of the work. A lot of the work is actually coming from the core. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. That is if you are doing it correctly. You might feel the arms doing a lot of the work, but then the core is not helping out at all. So last little set here, arms up, tension into the back of the body, find that connection to the front to then float the legs up to tabletop. Now we kind of add all of those moves together. We press the arms long if you'd like to, chest lift up. Bend the arms in, stretch up, open out, push back toward your hips. Start from the top. If you want to leave your head down, leave your head down. Otherwise stay lifted. Lift and lower, bend, then stretch the arms up, open out, close back in. You have 4 more of those if that felt a little confusing. Bend to your tricep, straighten up, open out, close in. Lift all the way, lower all the way. Bend, stretch up, open out, close in. Lift, lower, bend, stretch up, open out, close in. 1 more, up, down, bend, stretch up, open out, and close in. Place the feet down, your straps down. You're gonna stay on a blue and a red, but with your legs long over the foot bar, we roll ourselves up into your seated position. Grab for your ball and place it now back behind your shoulder blades. Everything is so cold right now. I hate it. All right. So from here, your toes are going to stay onto your foot bar. If this feels too heavy, 1 red spring will stay on. But this ball is to help us find and maintain that deep C curve position. If you feel anything in the neck, bring your hands behind you, otherwise reach them out in front of you. Bend and stretch through the legs. As you inhale, exhale. Inhale home, exhale out. Keeping that deep scoop through your C curve, through your spine. Heels are together like you're holding onto a $100 bill. For 4, hold yourself out in 3, last 2, and 1. Elbows drive down onto the carriage. You try to pull yourself up a little higher, but you're still maintaining that deep C curve position into the ball. Right or left leg, whichever one you want to start with. I'm going right side first, but make sure when your right leg lifts, your hip drops back down. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Straighten your left leg, bend your right knee. If you can do this without your elbows, stay in that C curve position. 4 more, 6 total. 3, 2, and 1. Right leg goes down. Oh, hello, core. Left leg comes up. As you straighten your left leg, right leg bends and press into that foot bar. 5 more. It's like your chest is being lifted on a string, hence the word chest lift. Last 2. The burn is real. Final 1. Place both feet back onto the foot bar. Bring yourself home. Lower yourself back over that ball. Take a nice stretch through the front body. Maybe a little massage under the rib cage. It's good stuff. Open up through that transverse abdominis. Maybe knees open wide too. Okay. From there, you are going to lay onto your side. So it's going to be headrest down will probably be helpful. Your left body, left rib cage is on top of the ball. Left arm, if that feels comfortable, to have it onto the headrest or sort of like behind the shoulder blocks. Like there are some people where I see them sort of pushing into the back shoulder block and pushing into the front shoulder block with that sort of torquing angle. I like to put my elbow on the headrest and hold on to the shoulder block that way. So it's a little bit of preference, but I'm giving you those options because there are options, okay? So with your top leg onto the foot bar, try to keep yourself away from the ball. So like scooch that ball up as close to the hip as you can and then pull away from it. As you press out, stay out and keep pushing so that your right hip drops down and you feel almost like this is a Jenga piece. You can like slide it back and forth and figure out if you want to take it out or leave it in. We're going to leave it in though. Now keep that hip down as you press and pull. 4. Right hand can come onto the shoulder block, stay on the hip, behind the head for 3. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I feel like Ricky Bobby. 2. Hold out, last 1, turn the toes up, heel stays connected. 6 more. Your left leg is pushing down as much as your right leg is pushing you out. 3, 4, and 5. Last 1 for 6. Okay, now really push that right hand into the front shoulder block. Lower and lift that bottom leg. 2, 1. Bend both knees in. Let yourself collapse down onto the ball. Take a moment there. Just look super graceful. Okay, we're going to take the ball between your legs, between your thighs, and come into a tabletop position to start to squeeze in and out without moving any position of your spine. So hold that squeeze and then relax. Exhale to squeeze, and now it starts to get like, it's not a big squeeze because obviously then like your knees would start to move and then your knees would have to open, but it's just that engagement of like, imagine you're pulling the ball up inside of you. I know, it's such a visual right there. Last 1. Okay, but so basically by squeezing that ball in between the thighs, we want to ensure that we get that deep wrap of the core when we lay onto our other side. So go ahead and come down onto your right side. Right hip, right elbow, right side touching the shoulder block. Not the shoulder block, in front of the shoulder blocks. Left foot is onto your foot bar. All right, and then you have your head, heart, hip connection and alignment as you press out, and then press even more so your hip drops down. Okay, now keep that hip down as you bend and press. Woo, then it starts to feel like a lot more booty on those. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn the toes up, heel stays connected as you bend and press. Try to stay off of that ball, underneath of you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay out. Straighten your bottom leg. Make sure your top arm is pushing onto that shoulder block. And it's a tiny little lift. 4, 3, 6 total. 2, and 1. Woo, bend everything back in. All right. Okay. You can put that ball off to the side. We're done with that little guy for now. And we're gonna keep your red and your blue spring on. Now, my reformer is a little taller than most traditional reformers, so I do have to use a box on the side of my reformer just to allow the same sort of height that a traditional reformer will have. So once you come to the right side of your reformer, your hands are onto the foot bar, get into a lunge kickback position. I'm gonna step my right foot back towards about the middle of the carriage so my hips can sink back and my left knee will stay lifted. You wanna think of your hands pushing, not pulling on the foot bar. So press the palms as you press your left leg. So strong engagement through that left booty as your right booty stays strong underneath of you. 5, 8 total. 4, keep it long. And 3, 2, hold it back, last 1, tiny little micro pulses. 7, 6, 3, 2, hold it back for 8 seconds. 6, 5, draw the core up and in. 2, 1, bend the knee. Rest it down just for a moment to take off your red spring. So now you just have a blue. Step your right foot forward so it's underneath of your foot bar. Press again into your palms, lift your knee. And now as you press back, let yourself drop down into your lunge position. Now this is all core here. You push into the foot bar. As your carriage comes home, your left leg stays straight. Lift your right leg up and lower it back down. The further back your leg is, the more challenging it gets for the core. Flying planks, your right leg can fly back behind you or even up and away into an arabesque. Try for 3 more, 6 to 8 total. I'm going for 6. Last 2, and then a 1. Lower down, drop the knee into your eaves lunge. Lift your heart up as you come in halfway, and then dive down. If you want to, straighten out your right leg, or maybe move your leg forward into your hamstring stretch. Whew, a little bit of cardio there. Carriage comes home, add your red to your blue, get ready for long stretch. So with that long stretch position, your headrest needs to come up. If you need to put your platform pad, especially if you have an Allegro 2, put the platform pad down behind the shoulder blocks so you have your sticky grippies to hold on to. Let's get into it the right way. Right hand onto the foot bar, left leg onto the headrest. Left hand onto the foot bar, right leg onto the headrest. Squeeze those heels together, holding your strong plank position, zipping up and in as you press the carriage back, and then exhale, pull the carriage in. Go for 6, here's 5. For 4. 3. 2. After your last one, carriage comes home and you step off to the left side. I'm gonna step forward with my right foot first and then off to that left side. Okie doke. Left foot. All right, so we're just getting ready for the other side. Left foot is next to the middle of your carriage on the middle of the ground there. Right foot is loaded up in front of your shoulder block with your hands pressing into the foot bar, okay? Find that hip alignment, feel what feels right for you. Sink the hips back. So the more you sink back, the more your left glute is gonna be turned on to help stabilize. Push into your hands, push into your right foot for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hold it back, last 1. Tiny pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it back for 8, 7. Keep that leg long. Want to be able to bounce a quarter off of that booty for 3, 2, and 1. Carriage comes home. Rest the knee down for a smidge of a minute. All right, and then step your right leg or left leg forward for modification. Otherwise, keep it on the middle where it was before, middle of the carriage. So when you stretch back, get low into your lunge, but draw the core up and away. As you pull the carriage home, you slice that left leg through mud, stepping it back, or maybe in line with your right foot. 4 more. Flying that plank for 3, 2, and 1. You step back, you lower the knee down, you lift into, oh my God, it feels so good, extension, open through the front of your hip, press back, drop your hands down or straighten out through that left leg into your hamstring or your split stretch. Whew. Alrighty. As you bring the carriage home, good, bring your red spring back on, but take your blue spring off. All right, from here, we get into a little bit of rotation with your planks. So we're gonna do a reverse plank on your forearms. So I'm just like stretch out my wrist because like a little bit of extra pressure there on that foot bar, you feel it. So with your reverse plank position, your forearms are gonna be onto the carriage, pushing in to your shoulder blocks, so that when you start to shimmy your way back and your toes connect to the edge of your platform, you're squeezing through and feeling your chest and your back helping to sort of like lift yourself up. Press with your right leg first, okay? Squeeze through those shoulders, lift up the rib cage, draw the core in, and then when you're ready to push into those shoulder blocks, push into your platform pad, you hold that plank and start to rock the hips from side to side. Now when your hips drop towards the left side, you turn everything to the right if you want to. You even turn your toes, your heels towards the right as you bend and stretch 6 times, in and out. 5, 4, 3, oh my gosh, try to keep the hips low, 2, and 1. Hold out, twist towards the left, and we repeat. 4, 6, 5, hello obliques, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn everything back towards center, pike the hips up for the last 6, heels together if you need to, toes apart. Lift and pull that carriage home with the lower belly. Keep pushing into your shoulder blocks. 3 more. 2, and 1. Bend the knees. Ooh, bring it home. Okay. Oh, okay, that one was booty kicker and a lot of ab kicker. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Can't catch my breath here. Make sure you're drinking water. After we like lengthen and strengthen the body, like the muscles are gonna be really thirsty for all of that good hydration. So fill those muscles up, tell them thank you, tell your body thank you for moving with you. And I will see you next time that I see you. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your day, rest of your week. Until next time, bye.